Hello, so I'm coming on as promised on my Instagram that I was going to share my budget food shop. We are spending, like I'm talking hundreds each month on food, and it was getting to the point it was just ridiculous. We just didn't have the money to be spending. We were doing stupid little top-up shops, and we'd go in for one thing and then we'd come out with like 20 quid's worth. So we have decided to completely strip back, and I have attempted to do it on a £40 a week budget. We did it at Tesco because it was quite easy to do it online. The only thing I will say is we really have stripped back. Like, I'm talking like the cheapest can of beans are in a cost of living crisis. So I'm really hoping that this helps some people out. Because, so many messages on Instagram saying, oh my goodness, we spend that much, we spend too much as well. And yeah, it's mad. And even going into shops, all the prices have gone up and it's just getting a bit silly. So we are stripping back. So I'm going to share with you everything we got for £40. I think it came to like £40.11 because I managed to get it to £39.97, like I was 3p short. And then they added like a £4 basket charge for 3p. So I obviously had to then do a bit of rejigging, and I imagine that's the lowest I could get it with what we needed. Obviously everything is relative. For example, this food shop we haven't got toilet paper, but the next food shop we might need it. This food shop I got fish fingers, but we're not going to eat 10 fish fingers. Well, we might, but we're not planning on eating 10 fish fingers this week, so things obviously carry over. Also, just do a little disclaimer because my face looks so shiny. You can probably hear it in my voice, I am so ill. I've taken COVID tests, one COVID test, and it's been negative. But me and Albie have both had a temperature. We've both been like sweating buckets. Well, I'm like hot then cold, hot then cold. Oh, that's really helpful, darling. So the food shopping's just down there because obviously when they come in, I just dump it all on the floor. So I will take it into the kitchen, lay it all out, and then show you what I got. And then after that, I will give you a bit more detail on the meals we are planning. So here it is in all its glory. Me and Albie now need to move all of this into the kitchen. Okay, so I've laid it all out. I'm going to start with fresh fruit and veg. So I picked up some mini bananas. Albie's a bit obsessed with bananas, and again apples he absolutely loves, so I picked up some of those. And grapes, of course, these will be chopped, but these were only £1 something. And you don't know if you're going to get black grapes or purple grapes, which is a bit of an exciting lottery moment, isn't it? Veg wise, we mainly tend to eat frozen veg because I found I was buying things fresh and then either forgetting they were in the drawer or just not using it in time. So I got some carrot, mainly for when I batch cook tomato sauce, but obviously I'll use them in dinners as well. Mushrooms, again, I'll put some of these in the sauce. Some of these will just be for like breakfast and things. Onions, again, mainly for the sauce, but if we have omelettes or something, we might want some in there. Then I just got some shredded iceberg lettuce. I'm planning on making fish taco wraps at some point, and these are really nice with it. And then I just got some mixed leaf salad as well for when we have our pizza. So that's all the sort of fresh fruit and veg. As I say, we don't buy a massive load because we tend to eat like frozen broccoli, things like that. But yes, this is what we've got. Yes, my darling. Oh, thank you. Fridge things, I got a big 6-pint of milk. This was the cheapest 6-pinter they had. Then I just got some Greek yogurt. Take 3 because Albie keeps interrupting me. But I got creme fraiche, which is mainly for sort of in our tacos. Then I got some mozzarella balls, which is again much cheaper than the grated stuff. Yogurts for Albie. The only thing I will say about these is they're really hard. I'm dyspraxic as well, so it might just be me, but they're a lot harder to break. I often have to cut them. Sometimes I get him the pepper ones, but you get so many more in these and they're a bit bigger, so I'm going to try and cut these rather than breaking them. Right, so then on to frozen stuff. I got a big thing of frozen sweet corn. We were buying the jars, but I thought the amount Albie eats, it would just be better to buy it frozen and then cook it up and store it in the fridge. Then I got this. Now this was 66p, so I don't know if it is going to taste like cardboard, but it's worth a go, isn't it? So we'll see. And this for Albie, so then he can have pizza, and he tends to only eat half, so he can have half the next morning again. Then I got some Plant Chef meat-free mince. I've never tried this one before, so it's worth a go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to batch cook it with some tomato sauce and then freeze half, and then later on in the week or next week we can have spaghetti, cottage pie, shepherd's pie, whatever you want to make with it. Just some veggie sausages. I've never tried these ones, but they look really nice. Then some fish fingers, just an easy freezer meal, isn't it, like for Albie one night. Then these are so good. They are crispy potato pops. Albie loves them as well. They're like mashed potatoes with like, that are crispy, but they're so good, and they're only £1. So I really recommend those. And then I got 10 fish cakes. These I craved so badly when I was pregnant, but because it was COVID, we couldn't get out to the supermarket and no one could get an online shop. So I remember having one from the fish and chips, and it just wasn't the same. It was so greasy. Yeah, they remind me of like school dinners, but I crave them so badly. So now they're like sacred in my mind. But you get 10, so I thought that was a really good deal. Wild salmon fillets, you get 4 in these. I think they're about £4. They're about £1 each, which is cheaper than normal salmon. And I like these just for the freezer. So eggs, I think I'm going to do omelette one night with like cheese, onions, mushrooms in, salad. So I got those. Also, Albie loves egg for lunch, and sometimes we have it for breakfast as well. Then I got garlic bread to go with our spag bowl. Just some pasta, just in case we need some. Then I got some black beans, because I do want to do black bean fajitas at some point this week. 3 tin tomatoes. These are for my tomato sauce that I batch cook and put in the freezer. It's really helpful to have it, because even like if I'm making Albie a wrap pizza or something, we can just spread it on. Beans, I'm always a Heinz gal, but obviously Tesco aren't selling Heinz anymore, I don't think, are they? So I thought, let's try the basic ones. They're 20p, so I don't know if they'll taste like cardboard, but I'm challenging myself this week. Then I got 2 of these. Again, probably not the most savviest of purchases. Like, it probably would have been cheaper just to buy a big bag and make it myself, but just for convenience. And treat-wise, I got us some mini Freddos. Again, Albie likes these, and they're really good low-calorie snacks when you want a little fix. Just some biscuits, mainly for Adam's tea or snacks for Albie. Then I got these cereal bars. Now, the reason I got these is because I struggle with breakfast in the morning. Eating it sometimes, it can be like just sensory overload. I'm just not ready for it some mornings. Then I just got some bread. This is price match with Aldi, so I think it was like 33p, and I've had this one before, and to be honest, it's no different. Then mini wraps for Albie. Really loves these for his lunch. He either has mini pizzas or literally a mini wrap. Got some pita breads, just because it's nice and cheap. These for Albie. He loves cereals. He has different cereal every week because I'm trying to get him to try different foods. So I thought this week he can have Rice Krispies. Then drink wise, this is the only thing I am struggling to swap out for own brand. But I guess if that's the only thing I don't swap out, it's not the end of the world. But I just love Robinson squash. No other squash comes near it. It's like my comfort. So I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to swap this out. Then I just got diet lemonade for Adam. I didn't need any cleaning or laundry things this week, but Adam did need some new roll-on, bin liners. Adam is really obsessed with bin liners and getting strong ones, but the price, my god, who knew bin liners were so expensive? So we're trying the cheaper ones, and I'll get Adam to let you know if they're any good or if they just break. Then I got hand wash, which Albie's bent in a little bit, but I decanted this anyway, so I wasn't fussed about getting a fancy bottle. Got bath foam because we've run out, and Albie likes to have a bubble bath. So do I, to be fair. So that is everything I got, and it came just over, as I say, it was like £40 and 11p. Ignore the half-eaten biscuits that Albie's left everywhere. But I will let you know how I get on. I'm going to film dinners we have this week with these things. Okay, so I'm back sat here after just showing you everything that we got for our food shopping. The other thing I will say is obviously in the food shop that I've done, I didn't get nappies or wipes. what I do is I tend to alternate between Aldi and Tesco. So next week we'll do an Aldi shop, and I'll stock up 2 weeks, a month worth of nappies and wipes, because I prefer the Aldi nappies and wipes, and it just works. That just works for us. So next week you'll see more sort of like baby things. I really like the Aldi snacks as well, because they're so much cheaper than the branded alternatives. So I tend to stock up on those kind of things, yeah, every 2 weeks. And as I mentioned earlier, it is all relative. Obviously, I've got things like frozen peas, frozen broccoli already, but maybe next shop I'll need to buy that, but then I won't need to buy fish fingers. So I'm hoping that it all kind of, I can stick to £40 a week. We'll see next week when I have to add nappies and wipes and things on. But yes, I will keep doing these weekly. Hopefully I'll feel a bit better next week. So follow along for our journey. I think I'm going to film what we eat for dinner for a week, so you can see the meals in actual practice, and I can let you know if they taste like cardboard or not. Hopefully, fingers crossed it doesn't. I will see you all soon. Bye!